solution. Alex EQ. EQ. Okay. Emotional intelligence. How many people know something about emotional intelligence? Raise your hand. Okay. How many people know emotions? How many? How many? You have no emotions? You have no emotions? You have no emotions? But I know you do! You cry in movies. I saw you once. Emotions is everything. We are all human beings, and human beings are equipped with one thing: emotions. And intelligence is intelligence. It's how you deal with emotions. Emotions are the basis of your success. And knowing how to manage it is key to your success. What I'm going to show you in the next 30 minutes is something that really you can take with you and apply in everyday life. And I highly encourage you to take really this data in your mind, reflect on it tomorrow, and tomorrow morning, do just like me. Kiss the ground. I know some of you are not going to do that, are you? Are you going to do it?
Right.
Oh my God! Okay, you don't have to do it. Just do this. You can do that to yourself, okay? So here we go, emotional intelligence. Now, I'm going to do a little exercise here. I want you guys to put your hands up and to keep your hands up every time I say a word that you have felt recently. Anxious, frustrated, keep it up, annoyed, irritated, angry, lonely. Come on, everybody should get their hands up. Disillusioned, tired, and sad. I want to keep your hands up. Remember the exercise, guys. I'm not asking you too much tonight, please. Keep your hands up if you felt this. Come on, guys, you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Keep your hands up, okay? I know I can see some of you who are tired. They're like, okay, now take your hands down. Keep it up. If those feelings resulted in any of these: poor communications, wasted time, stress, poor teamwork, headache, sleepiness, muscle tension. How many hands are up? No. All of these are what? Emotions. Emotions are data. And if you do not know how to manage these emotions, it will result in all of these, guys. If you have these, and if you feel these, you cannot make it in life. You cannot make it. You really, really, really cannot make it. But here's the great news. You can learn to manage it. You can't get rid of your emotions. You can't hide your anger like some passive aggressive, right? No. You need to deal with it. And I will tell you, I will give you some techniques, but first I want honesty here. Can you be honest with me for at least with this question I'm going to ask you? Can you promise me honesty?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Not everybody said yes. You guys are
yes.
lying.
Yes.
All I give you, this is what I receive from you. How many of you right now are feeling headaches? How many right now? Headaches. How bad is your headache right now? On a scale of 1, 0, you have no headache. 10, I have to take you to the hospital.
6.
6?
Maybe 3.
3?
9.
9? 9? Other people? Any 9 or 10? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan, at the end of all of this, in front of everyone, will get rid of your headache. Live. Would you like that? Would you like not to have a headache? Okay, you have a 9. Okay. Watch what we're going to do after this. You're going to see a demonstration. We will get rid of his headache. Now, next. How many of you have serious muscle tension, pain in your back? How many is a 9 or 10? Like, you're really suffering, big time. You're 12? Yeah? You're having operations. So that's from the operation? How long is the operation been? 3 years back. The pain is just out of curiosity. Where is it, your pain? Is it running from the neck down to the lower? Okay? Hold that. We'll stay. You also have it strong. Okay. We'll get back to it right after this. After tonight. I will show you something. We'll see what we can do. The reason I said that isn't because I'm some sort of magician. It's because most of the pains that you will have are actually triggered by an emotional discomfort, by emotions that you have not managed well. That translated in real pain, most of the time. Can be also, of course, can be, other things, but most of the time. And I can tell, Ryan, definitely for you that would be the case. Back pains and everything, usually it's triggered because people are stressed. They feel a tremendous amount of responsibility. Lots of hard work on their shoulder. Responsibility, financial responsibility of the family. All of these, many of the illnesses, many of the pains that you have are triggered by mismanagement of these things. Really, guys, it's a big thing, and you will see that tonight. Let's move. You're going to love this. Okay? Okay, now, emotion is what? Energy in motion. It's energy, right? If I say, I hate you, what am I doing? I'm putting an energy towards you. I'm sending data. Then she receives the data, right? And she feels this. And then she has a reaction to it, right? This is how it works. Einstein said it, we use only 10% of our brain. And in the Quran, Allah says, gave you a brain, but it's up to you to learn how to use it. Emotions and how to deal with it is something you can learn to manage. And I will show you things. I will show you example when somebody says, you're an idiot. How do you respond? Some people don't respond, right? They stay at work and somebody keeps badgering you. You're stupid. How many times have I told you? You're not faster. Get down. You say nothing. And when you say nothing, it starts to pile up. How do you deal with it? How does it translate into a back pain, into a problem, into unhappiness? What are emotions? As I said, emotions are data. It's an organized response to people and events. This response can include changes in our physiology, in how we stand. You know, people who stand like that. In your thoughts, right? If people keep saying bad things to you every day, it's going to affect how you think about yourself. Right? You know? Typical husband, when you see things, you're fat, you're getting fatter. Why don't you get on a bicycle? If you hear it every damn day, it affects how you feel about yourself. You may not be fat.
You will get fatter.
And you will get fatter. Exactly. Because you are listening to that data, you don't know how to manage it, and you're actually interpreting, and then what you are saying next in front of the mirror is, I am fat. Oh God, I'm so fat. Oh my God, I have so much fat. Oh my God. Oh. What is that? Now I'm saying I'm fat. Your brain is a computer. It's a computer. What you say and what you think is how you will live your life. If you keep saying I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, and you think I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, you're going to be fat. You understand? It's a computer, it's a program. The power of the words, the power of the thought is all you need to be destroyed, depressed, and unsuccessful. And then, how is that going to affect you? It's going to affect you with relationships. How do you deal with somebody who keeps telling you, you're fat, you're ugly, you're dumb, you're... How is that going to affect you? Your relationships, right? This is very important, managing relationships. Our business is dependent on your ability to manage relationship. And managing relationship isn't just inviting you, it's, as you know, and Fitzgerald does a fantastic job, and it's not even a job, it's a mission, in nurturing it. How do you nurture it? You know, there are bumps in the road, right? You have ups and downs, like husband and wives, like friends. How do you manage this? But it's part of life. This is the most important thing you can learn. So what is EI? It's the capacity for recognizing our own feelings and those of others around us, for motivating ourselves and for managing emotions well in ourselves and in our relationships. You need to allow to feel your emotions. Don't not feel it, right? Some people always say, you know, I got dumped 7 times. I will never love again. You know? I got dumped. I will never love again. All men are the same. They're all liars. I failed in all the businesses in network. FM is not going to work for me. What was it? I mean, what is that? You must feel. You must feel your emotions and allow them to exist. Before we go there, here's a good techniques that I love to use. For example, somebody upsets you. Can be your wife, can be your husband, can be your partner, can be your boss, can be your supervisor. What do? 5-second pause. 1, 2, don't respond. Don't respond, because it's going to be naughty. It's going to be nasty. Take a deep breath. 5 seconds. And then you say, I set you free from my expectations. And I choose not to respond. I set you free from my expectations. I choose not to respond. Don't engage. Don't engage. Anger with anger. Everybody talks. And the worst thing comes, right? We're not thinking anymore. See, you know? Take a deep breath. Hold it, and let it go. 5 seconds. And say these words. Feel the feelings. Just do not allow the feelings to affect you. Understand and speak these words so the person knows you will not engage in this talk. Do not allow people to ever speak to you in a tone that makes you feel belittled. Nobody. I don't care who they are. I don't care who they are. Do not allow for this type of abuse. It's extremely damaging for the brain. Now, did you know, by the way, I have a great news for you. Do you know IQ? What is IQ?
The intelligence
Intelligence.
criteria or whatever.
Exactly. You are born with an IQ, right? 120, 130 and above, genius, below, normal, 80 below, retardation, retardation. Okay? Ranges, no? Right? We know for a fact today that if you have a 120 as your IQ, that no matter how many books you read, no matter how many times, if I decide to lock you inside a library and tell you for the next 50 years of your life you're going to read every damn book in the library. You're not going to have a phone, you're not going to have any friends, you're not going to have anything, you're not going to have FM. Don't cry. And you're going to read all the books. Do you think the IQ can increase?
No. Not really.
It actually can, only by +5. That's the maximum amount you can increase your IQ. But here's the great news. Success is totally unreliant of IQ. It's all EQ. And EQ has no limit to how you can increase it and improve it. It's actually the one skill you can refine to the mastery level, where when you do, you can kung fu anyone. You can take any situation on the street, anywhere, a gun pointed to your head, and you can kung fu that situation. And I don't mean kung fu using hands, using words. It's extremely powerful. Success is all EQ. That's why I never cared whether somebody has an education. When I hire in the company, I have 300, 400, 500 people. I do interviews, they give me the CV, first thing I do in front of them is throw it in the garbage. And I said, tell me about your childhood. I don't need paper, pen. I need it. Now, have you ever heard of the normal curve? No? Anyone? Normal curve? You have? It's a normal curve. Now, did you know that 99% of the population is in the normal curve? And yet, your expectations is what? You love basketball. Who loves basketball? Okay, who's your favorite player?
Kobe Bryant.
Okay, right? Kobe Bryant. Right? Oh, Kobe Bryant. And what do people aspire to? Kobe Bryant. Right? Basketball player aspires to be Kobe Bryant. How many Kobe Bryants are there today in the NBA? Huh? There's only one, right? And another what? 10 excellent players as well. Be more. But how many people live on the planet Earth? Billions. So imagine all these basketball players, going with scholarships in university and like setting one goal. I want to get to Kobe Bryant. What do you think is going to happen to this guy's life? Disappointments. Disappointments because he is aiming for this. But you know that you could be happy here. You know that? You could be perfectly fine here. So why do you have to always aspire for something that is so unrealistic for most people, right? It's okay to have dreams. There's nothing wrong to have dreams. But it's also important to set realistic expectations for yourself, because disappointments will always follow if you don't. I'm an actor, and I want to be a Hollywood actor. Good luck. I'm joking, there are millions of actors, man. There's like 20 well paid, and the rest are all starving to death. They're doing movies for free, like models. Come on, guys, you know the truth? You know the truth? I want to be an actor. I'm a great actor. Yeah, you may be a great actor, but there's only 20 of them that's earning money. Stop it. Stop it. Be realistic. Don't, because then you build those disappointments, the regrets. Oh, I could have been. I could have been starving to death, yeah? Hollywood Boulevard. Right? So set the expectations in a realistic manner, so you don't set yourself up. What's wrong? people quit their jobs? Or why good people quit the FM? Same thing. Why good people quit the FM? The primary reason that people choose to leave FM or their job is because they have poor relationship with their bosses or partners, right? You agree? Some friction happens, right? My upline didn't bring me the product when he went to the Qatar Release Center. I'm not going to do it. Well, your partner is not your damn delivery service. Yeah, but he owes me. He's my upline. He owes you nothing. He introduced to you the gateway to success. Give him a big kiss on the cheek and say thank you. Expect nothing else in return. Yeah, but he's my upline. So, you have 100,000 people above your head in FM. Who cares? When I was a distributor, I didn't know my upline. I didn't give a damn. Worry about yourself and worry about the people that matters in your team. Surround yourself with positive people. If you have a negative vegetable, let it go. You don't need to work. Okay. Go back to your work. Okay. I'm going to see problems. Okay, you see problems. You will die seeing problems. I don't need problems. I'm here solution. I'm looking for action. Movement. I want change. What is EQ conceptually? Well, EQ, and that's the benchmark mode. First, it's your personal competence. First is what? Self-awareness. What I see. What I see. So I'm teaching, or I'm speaking. What do I see? How do I see? I see people. I see eyes. I see gesture, movement, hands. You can tell a lot. You also can be self-aware of your personal thing. How are you feeling? How am I feeling now? Am I feeling bad? Am I feeling excited to be here? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling so happy. I'm feeling so blessed. I'm feeling so grateful. I'm feeling so proud of everyone. I'm feeling so great because I'm in a room where the energy is flowing with passion, with hopes, with dreams. That's how I'm feeling now. And then what do I do with these feelings? Do I just go, ah! No, I manage it. I take it in. I give back because you give me. And how do I give back? By giving you my heart, by giving you honesty, by giving you my experience, by making a difference, by hopefully inspiring you, by hopefully making friends. Right? You see? And then the social competence, the social awareness. That's what's happening in my surroundings. Who have fallen asleep? No one has. That means everyone's attention is up. That means they're here. They're with me. They're now listening to me. What a blessing. I'm humbled by it. And how do I plan to manage this relationship? This business is about managing relationship. Right? Same thing with the partnership, right? With Mohammed, with the members. No? Everybody has my number. 20,000 members have my personal numbers. That's pretty unique, no? I'm not going to move anywhere. You have a problem, call me. I've always answered all my email, all my Facebook messages. Everybody from all around the world are talking to me. They're not even in this country, right? You know that. Stephen Bourne's always sending me things. Ian Gorn, all the people. They always ask me, can I have this? Can I have this? Can you send me this? Oh, you're doing something fantastic. Tell me how. I share everything. No problem. No problem. Because I love what I do. It's not a job. I love it. Relationship management is the key. You know? When I met this guy, he was making less than 1,000 dirham a month. He didn't have money, right, for the metro. Remember? Right? He didn't have money for the metro. His wife was now here, right? She was away. And nagging, wait, coming back, come back, come back. You're wasting your time there. She's not thinking that now. And you see, other people would say, "What are you wasting your time? He's making 1,000 dirham, man." He's even saying he doesn't have an education. What are you doing with this guy? You're a multi-millionaire. Are you stupid? What type of business? I had people around me, no? What's this FM? It's for the poor people. What is that? And what did I see? I saw potential. I saw the power to start. Because there was one person who had faith, not only in me, not only in the product, but in himself. He had fire in his and that's enough. It's enough to start. It's not enough to succeed. The hard part comes, right? Which is dealing with all the objections, with all the rejections, with that stupid effect. At work, they don't even have an office. Look at the owner, he says he's multi-millionaire, and he's driving a yacht, he's lying. Right? He's doing, never gonna happen. FM is not official. Does he have a trade license? You remember what I used to say? Tell him to kiss my ass. Right? I don't need to tell anybody, anyone. Do I ask anybody for their visa, in their passport? So don't ask me what I do. But it didn't matter. For me, it didn't matter because I had a vision. And I believe in myself. And if I can find one person like that, it's enough to spark 20,000 lives. Did I make 20,000 people rich? No. Is it realistic if I had this expectation? No! There's always 1% of the people who are willing to fight. But what I do see interesting in this mission is we have an opportunity to tip the scale and not go for 1% or accept it, but to figure out how to get that percent higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, and to never let the downs stop you from achieving your goals. So, next. You guys okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about the self-awareness. We talked about the self-management. So, to talk about the self-management, it's very important, right? That when you use your awareness of your emotions to choose what you say and do, always to positively direct the behavior. Be careful with negativity. Negativity never gets you, conflict will not make you money. Pride will not pay your bills. Shame will not resolve your life. So learn to swallow sometimes certain things, but kung fu it with a positive thought. Well, how long have you been with FM? 1 week. Let's say you're on the street. Yeah? How much money are you making? How much money are you making in FM? Let's say 200 dirham maybe, because I saw some direct selling. Oh yeah? Yeah? Well, I heard there's some networking where you can make 5,000. What do you say to that? Well, I love FM. You don't understand anything. No. What do you say? Well, it must be a scam. No. What do you say? What do you say? You say this. I didn't make money yet, but I will. Watch me. Next time you see me, one day, you'll be in a bus stop. I'll be driving Mercedes. Yeah, you don't have a Mercedes. I don't have a Mercedes yet, but I will. Yeah, you didn't accomplish your dream. I didn't accomplish my dream yet, but I will, and I intend on realizing it. Kung fu the people. Change it. I'm angry with you. Why are you angry? I love you. Beat you, man. Why do you want to beat me? I just want to hug you. Hey, shoot you. Why do you want to shoot me? Kung fu the people. Learn to move things around. Self-management, can I imagine? If you can manage your emotions and behavior to a positive outcome, you will be surprised how you can spin the situation, turn a potential no into a yes. A no today doesn't mean no tomorrow. Do not fight the no's. Accept the no's. Welcome the no's. The no's are good. The no means an opportunity to transfer it into a yes. I like no's. I like problems. I like failure. I like impossibilities. Don't give me things that are too easy, it's boring. Right? What do I say to Muhammad every day? How many problems do I have each day? 50 problems. I wake up and I kiss the ground, I say thank you, and I know that I will have 50 problems today. Some will be very big, some will be very minor. But I will have at least 50 problems to resolve today. Some major. Okay? Woohoo! Great. And opportunity. Bring it on. Bring it on. I love problems. I'm an expert. I was failing all my life. I'm the biggest failure in this whole room. I failed at least in 100 business before I ever made any money. I'm an expert in failure. That's why I know how to succeed. It's okay to have failed. Be proud of it. Don't drown in it. Learn from it, but build yourself from it. Self-management strategy. First, very important, strategy number 1. Don't ignore what? Don't ignore the feelings. Remember? Don't ignore the feelings. Feelings are meant to be what? Felt. Right? So don't ignore the feelings. Admit what's happening. You really upset me today. Slow down. Buy some time to think about it. Well, problem number 1, or maybe it's problem number 32 today.
Sir, I have a problem with the double and he stole half of my network with another network. May I get you something, sir? It's better to do something because you're the owner. Sir, there's no coffee in the lounge. Why is that? That's my job. I need a job. FM says, oh, we're no longer making this perfume. Oh, take a deep breath. Problems are problems. It's part of life. Arguments are part of life. My mother used to always say something. It's not because I criticize you, Alex, that I do not love you. Okay? It's not because I don't agree with you that I don't love you and I don't respect you. But I am a person and I'm entitled to my feelings and my opinion. Try to respect that. I will come. 6-second pause, could be 5, social awareness, we've already gone through that. Okay, social awareness. What's below the surface? Did you ever hear the expression, don't judge the book by its cover, right? Don't judge the book by its cover. You may have somebody that's like in a room like this. I had some people, sometimes in seminar. I'm like, my God, do they hate me? Is it my long nose? Did I offend somebody in my joke? But that's okay, it's a surface. It's a surface. It's a surface. And everything you see in the surface is what? A lie. It's a lie. Why is it a lie? Because we learn to protect ourselves. We're afraid to reveal our true selves because we've been hurt before. Somebody hurt us so many times that we don't want to show ourselves anymore. The older we get, the more deceitful we are. And then we say things just to confuse you because we don't really mean it. So don't listen to the words of the people. What should you look for? The action. Listen to the words. Watch the action. Watch the movement. The action will tell it all. But this person is very quiet, yeah? But he's very committed. He's not ignoring, he's committed. Watch the action. Clothing, languages, gender, age, religion, very important. All of this is very important in sales, right? When you're doing this and you're meeting different culture, right? Especially in the part of this world, you have to be very socially aware of the cultural restrictions and the religious one that's imposed onto the community. And there's a different way of dealing with things, no? And you need to understand, because you need to understand people's differences are people's differences. No, you may agree or not agree. It's not the point. The point is you need to learn how to manage it. in a positive way. And look at this. Now this sign is okay in the USA or UK. In Russia, it's 0. In Japan, it's give me some money, honey. In Brazil, it's like, you know? You understand? So you have to be careful how people interpret things, no? Don't offend people. To be careful. Learn the differences in people. That's one of your strategies. Watch the behavior, watch the behavior, watch the action, okay? Don't grasp onto one observation. It may not be the whole story. Take a 6-second pause. When you are doing a presentation with somebody, don't jump too fast. Listen. Well, I tried a perfume in FM and it's not good. Don't stop. I mean, you know, 600,000 distributors, you're stupid. Just wait. Take a deep breath and say, okay, why do you think it's not good? And I ask you so I can understand. Well, it didn't last. Okay. It didn't last. What number did you try? I don't know. 56 or 53? I think it's 56. Okay. Inspired, I think, by Fahrenheit. That's a good sound. It didn't last for you? No. Okay. When did you try it? And I don't know, the other night. Okay, and you tried it, and what? You went to sleep right away, or forgot about it, or you know, you try to determine why, what's happening. Maybe you should try a different scent. Maybe that scent didn't work for you. Well, if it didn't work for me, then the others wouldn't work. Oh no, you see, perfumes are very different, you see. Perfumes have active ingredients, and they react differently on different skin. Yeah, but the one I used, the Fahrenheit, is not doing that. Oh yeah, but we're not the same. We actually have a stronger scent. You see, Fahrenheit is an eau de toilette. Ours is an eau de parfum. Therefore, our ingredients are different, you see. So it may have a different reaction on your skin. That's what perfumes are. It's personal. But may I offer you at least one or two to try, to compare, to see? Okay. Yeah, you understand? Don't get too defensive. Don't. Oh, well, I know. You know, I know and you don't. No, I mean just learn to accept certain things. Learn to allow people to make their own observation in their own time. You know? Don't get too defensive. Don't take this mission so personal. You know, it's not personal. It's perfume. You know. Empathy. Empathy. What is empathy? Huh? Exactly. Just so how do you do that? Conflict, right? Your wife is upset with you. Or your partner is upset with you, or whatever. Not talking. What do you say? Why are you not talking? Why are you ignoring me? I'm pissed off! Okay. Can we sit down? Not really! Do you want to cool off a little bit and then we talk later? No! Wow. Yes. You let me know when you're ready to talk, because really, I don't know, but if I hurt you, I'm sorry. Obviously, you know, we've been together for 20 years. It means I kind of love you, no? Kind of, no? So maybe I did something unintentional to hurt you, but if you could explain it to me, I would know what to do next time. Huh? So put yourself in the place of others. No? When you're sitting with somebody and there's a conflict, try to understand the other part. You don't have to agree with it. Forget about agreement. We're not here to say you're wrong, he's right. It's not about right or wrong. Usually in fights we're all losers, right? Just put yourself in the shoes of somebody. Is it a good or a bad thing to cry in a movie? How many people cry in a movie? Is it okay to cry in a movie? Yes. We're human beings. And they have like this wonderful love story, and then this woman gets into a car and dies,
You sympathize.
Yeah, you sympathize. You don't go, ha ha ha, she died. I mean, that would be wrong. That would be the emotions are like cross-wired or something, right? Somebody dies and you're sad. If somebody's happy, you're happy, right? So it's okay to cry in a movie. Now, finally, relationship management. Okay, constructively, we talked about it, okay? Always understand when you're dealing with people to learn the anatomy of working relationship. What is required of us? What are your needs, right? What are their needs? Try to understand people's needs. Try to understand the people. When people often try to create partnership, they don't listen to one another. They're just pitching. And 2004, and then 2007, and then boom, and in this, and in that, right? Instead, try to learn the person. How long have you been here? Who are you? Where's your family? You know, how long have you been away from them? You know, what are your goals? Why did you come here for Qatar? What do you want to achieve? How long have you been here? No? It's important to know, no? Someone who just arrived 2 weeks ago in Qatar is very different than somebody who's been here 10 years, right? So it's important to understand that, pre-qualify. The whole picture allows you to better understand others, to provide helpful feedback, communicate. Communication is the response you get. Identify problems before they escalate. Very important. This is very important. We know that, right? In big network, it's like you have to prepare yourself for that. Make better decision and seize the opportunity. Now, there's more, but I really want to allow the other people to share their story because this is about stories. Was this helpful, guys?
Yes.
At the end of this little seminar, this grand seminar, because it's not little, I really hope that you will really capture the essence of the goal that was intended for you tonight. Okay? At the end, I will do a little demonstration for those who are suffering from back pain and headache. And inshallah, hopefully, God willing, we'll get rid of it. Okay? So now, with no further ado, I'd like to introduce to you a very good friend, somebody that I truly adore, and because he has an energy that is absolutely magnetic, so contagious that after I speak with him, I'm jumping up and down for like 30 minutes, doing jumping jacks. His wife probably sees that all the time, but you know, but that's important, don't complain. You could have a husband go, Okay, so with no further ado, please introduce a warm welcome, Fitzgerald.